Hello, greetings. This is about my case and condition. Sorry I'll be repeating and all this, not finding a solution to this pain and all that I'm going through, a lot of distress. So, my God, it feels like a lot of evil and spread around inside and can't find a solution to all this. The grooming of the girls, young girls in UK by the Pakistani gang. My goodness. In India is changing for the worse. The young men, Pooja ji mentioned, who were in Banaras, eve teasing and all. And she went on, like, being helpless, hopeless. You can't find a solution. And restless, shocked. At least when we were children, like maybe the Hindu thing, even God's power is curbed, I don't know, by the devil. Seems like it now. I'm sorry if this is blasphemous. I really feel in myself that there's a lot of bad things, like we say, happening on Earth, to Mother Earth, the universe, global warming, diseases and all that. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is that, and a lot of bad influence, people doing bad things and getting bad things done. So in my childhood, I was thinking when these people were very, very vulgar, even though God didn't help, but in myself at least there was this thing of what Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji said, that you have to accept everything, whatever, even if it is happening inside of you, this unbearable molestation, energy sent on you, like, snakes crawling inside, which I feel. Sweekar kare, accept it, absorb it, nothing else. You see, when I was molested by these people in childhood, left, right, and center, the thing is that, like the Hindus would not be crying, playing the victim. Oh my God. I can see as a Shia, when I grew up, like Bibi Zainab's chadar and all this, right? It became too much for me today. Growing up, that these women folk were violated in Karbala later on by the army of Yazid and Yazid. To a certain extent, like, they were molested after having, all this lost, but slaughtered their men and all members of the family, Hussein and all. So when the enemy and everything in Karachi also, Bedardi, ruthless, teasing, vulgarity, not only teasing but molesting left, right, and center, children. So what we, if I would abuse, and I was in that. So they thought that I'm the criminal as a child. So whatever the people may think, I grew up in that dirty environment. Although when I had a great, very wonderful grandaunt and others, but in my father's house, very bad things were happening. So, not with my grandaunts. When I was there, my maternal grandfather's place there, it was really good. With my grandaunts, not there, but here. What happens is the moment you think that, you resist something, it's not that we're allowing them to molest us, but, under hypnosis or duress, they want to do this to children. So you don't resist. And if it has to happen, because in Pakistan we could not call the police or anything, those days also. So, you can't call the police. You just have to take it, rough and tough. And you don't think, you just don't think. The moment you use your mind, it gets worse. The moment you resist, it would, so these people are doing this using me. Me. The moment the me is not there, and you're oblivious, you don't even, okay, so they're doing it, enjoy, and, let it happen. Don't scream. Or if you're, because you see, things are going to happen anyways, whether the police is there or not. You see, how much can the police do? The police couldn't help me here, said that, go home and, on social media also. So I have to think as a child, Radha Rani or whoever the goddess, if she's being molested, the Hindus are not going to, I don't want the Hindus to cry for me, beat it up. Oh my God, Radha Rani in childhood. So, something very great about Hinduism is this not playing the victim card. There's this place inside that you just go. So, you see, Eve's teasing in Banaras, like Pooja mentioned, where were the police? So much vulgarity she was mentioning, but they don't call the police. The women, ladies there, young girls did not call the police. What do? You accept it like a child, like you don't think much about it, that they are teasing us, they are molesting us because they want us to go bad. They are, it's at this moment I can't talk properly, my tone will get aggressive. But really, if you ask me, in childhood, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they can, put blame on you. Gandi ladki hai, allow kar rahi hai. She's a bad girl. She's allowing these things to happen to her. This kind of a thing. Some people would say, and even from my father's side, like very ziddy, like stubborn. कभी हम जिद करें कि हमें कुछ चाहिए तो hitting on the door or something like, temper tantrums. So all this, but when the thing happens, you just accept it and the moment. So very good thing I learned later on from the Westerners, spirituality. Spirituality was that be in the moment, fresh, like innocent children, resilient, being in the moment. I think the moment you think, the more you think, like your deep thoughts will not find a solution to this. Because I read Nigel Balagha and Imam Ali had said that deep thought will find solution to anything and everything. It's not true. Your deep being, in this moment, very easy, what the Westerners have told us. Wherever they learned it from, they have told us this. So do this. We don't play the victim, then you won't play the victim card, Oh my God, and all this. We will remember what happened to Radha Rani in our childhood for the rest of our lives and mourn about it. I'm telling you this, the more you find forceful ways, methods, the worse it is, and we won't find a deep solution for it. Like forceful methods, meaning you use the police, you use the force. You see here, if you, there's a lot of punishment, right? Fines, heavy fines for doing the wrong thing. But will it really come from within a person? So, this Islam thing is a cult. Like, resist idol worshipping. So, it's so terrible. The verses, some of the verses are very good. Some of the verses are very, very bad. You resist idol worshipping. We couldn't have food. We were repulsed, feeling like throwing up with Hindus. Went to Singapore once. Really, my father took me to a Hindu friend's house. There I was like, I was like feeling in a trance, really, at the dining. It was, I didn't say anything, but I was like in a trance and taking the, little bites, and I don't know where I was gone and feeling repulsion. Don't want to sit with Hindus, they're niches. Don't want to eat their food, they're niches. Only will watch their movies from a distance, have their supari, achar, pickles. Maybe that is also not allowed for us, Shias even. So, yeah, that kind of, repulsion, hatred for the Hindus. Hate meaning we Shias would not go killing them or anything. We just stay away, disassociate with them forever and ever. Just disassociate with idolaters. So, this kind of force. Who was mentioning recently? I don't know, I've seen so many videos. Sorry, I can't remember. Someone was mentioning recently these tough, punishments and all. They have a dire effect on us. So better not to have such punishments. It doesn't change the inside of a person. Maybe Abdullah Samir's video, because I've been watching. So I would rather say, if, let's suppose I was, what Kalki Avatar would go through, maybe, in childhood, when he's born here, what Sri Krishna's mother went through, losing her children, murdered, sort of. Ooh, it was terrible what I read. Like what Kamsa did to her children, like throw them on the stone, her infant. Ooh, so Majlis, Mattam. But the Hindus don't do this. And neither did I in childhood. So not resisting. Very good if you follow Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji. Like I've been saying that, these people don't care. Even what if 1% I was Radha Rani, and what's happened to me in childhood, what they did. The Kashmiri one too, Punjabi, and now is maybe, what if he's a big shot here in the UAE. Now I would resist. Like no man should touch me, right? Like that. Why? And in childhood, why was it so? You have to live. We had to live in that jungle, Karachi, where we go to Bori Bazaar, we're touched. We go to Tariq Road, God knows. Very, very, like seeing these beggars on the street in a God-forsaken city, Karachi. Now I was told that in Tariq Road they even rape. Rape is like very common in Tariq Road. So what do? You don't resist. You let, if you can't call the police or, you don't, you're so oblivious at that time. It's like they put you under hypnosis. Before you know it, things are happening to you. They do things to you. So what do you do in this case? And like right now also, the things I'm feeling inside, you can't apply so much force 24 hours to resist. The energy that I have even is hemorrhaging if I resist this force that is trying to molesting me, not even trying, but if I try, it's already inside of me, consummating me, right? What do you do as a child? Be like a child, innocent. Yes, the adults, they may call you badmash, bad, but, these people, just imagine how many of them are good. So if there's a bad one, he can do a lot of, he can have a lot of bad influence around the world. Very rich man, filthy rich. How many people are we going to stop? So my point, something I was trying to say, is that so these people, they are very good mannered. You see, the whole world may think that we have met this. Let's suppose this case about the British lady and the sheikh. She won't get her justice. I've read the comments also. And maybe he'll try to buy her too, to silence her. So you just have to take it. You see, no one helped this. Let's suppose if it is true that this lady, British lady, was sexually harassed, molested by this Sheikh Mubarak al-Nayan. What do you do? At that time, he molested her. There was no police or anything here. and then she ran for her life. Before she realized he was on her, he was molesting her. So this is what happened in childhood. Before you realize, the poor child. But we don't say poor child and everything, because we are not poor. We are the children of the night. Richard Marx song. It was banned here on YouTube, but now somehow we don't fight even. We accept what's happened, and it's just very like, you see, the Hindus would not have a court. I'm telling you, would not need police force. If Hinduism came, Hindus would not need a police force, would not need a court. These rascals, these beasts will be there. We'll have the making of the beast by some crazy prophet. What do? You take it as an innocent child would take it. No, oh, tomorrow, oh my God, these kind of, how many of our children, they're going to do this too. I've just thought about it. I'm trying to find words for this. They just be in the innocent moment. We won't need courts, we won't need, let them, they're going to do, because how many are you going to stop? They're going to give money, undercover. Dawood Ibrahim is free. People are free to do what they want to do, and they have the money to do it. They have the heart to do it. They have the mind to do it and get things done against people, hurt people and all this. Any police? No. So are you going to say those people who are being molested even now in India and elsewhere, they are bad? These gurus who tell us accept what is happening. Whatever, you've been raped, just accept it. We're not going to sit here and do Mattam. Or like some Sunni police. Police was made by Umar bin Khattab because he had to, because Rasulullah brought about, before they didn't have police, they didn't have police. I'm telling you. The security thing, which now America, Westerners, Europeans use. My aunt told me police was made by the Umar bin Khattab. You can just Google search. Police. These pagan idolaters didn't have police forces forcing people to be like something. The more you do that, the more police force we will need. So the Sunnis have that, and we have Mattam, and cry and remember. And the army, we were told this military force is by the Umayyads. They had to now also do the military, bring about. We were, so, my God, wasn't my aunt naive? She, aunt who was researching that now the army thing was also put it on the Umayyads. No, this army was made by Prophet Muhammad himself. So when things, back to the thing that when things happen, just like you don't have the fear. You don't have the fear, or they're doing this to hurt me or my mother or whatever, the conspiracy against us or the enemies after us. Yes, the enemy, a bunch of enemies. You can't stop them. So here they have strict rules, but in India they don't. They allow these people to, get. I mean, now it's come to raping, gang raping, like in Pakistan, in India now. A lot of Muslim Kashmiri influence in India. What can you do? Follow your Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, your guru, your true guru. I think he's totally true. He's totally not influenced by the Kashmiris. He won't take money from them. He's trying to save his India. Saving India is like you have to accept nature. An animal can come and eat you up. The more you protect yourself, the more you make buildings and protection and this, it just, okay, you will get long life and all, but what kind of a life is this? This is so artificial. It is artificial life, artificial protection. We were born naked. We were born naked and we go out there naked. That's how it should be. I think it should be very natural, nature's way, rather than human mind way, which has become so artificial that now we need chemicals. Not herbs don't even work for us. Herbs don't work. The next thing we know is nothing is going to work. Not even food is going to work to nourish us as it used to before. So, doctors saying that what are these herbs? Throw them away. Don't. Herbs won't work. Chemicals, hard chemicals. And then come these scientists will work on this and give us a disaster, because these chemicals, one thing we're trying to heal, the other thing is what treatment, what healing. Okay, yeah. So all this it'll be a disaster. It has been a disaster. These educated Indians, Hindus now, Eve teasing and all this, so badly that Pooja ji cannot say. So, okay, my energy is drained. I'll continue later. I don't know what's happened to what I'm feeling right now.